Well, the Federal Reserve meeting minutes are going to be set to be released this afternoon after Fed Chair Powell reiterating the need for more data before the central bank can really loosen monetary policy. Here to discuss, we've got Yahoo Finance's very own Jennifer Schonberger. Jennifer.
Good morning, Maddie. Fed Chair Jay Powell said Tuesday he's encouraged by the latest cooler readings on inflation, but that the central bank needs to see more evidence that inflation is dropping before cutting interest rates. Take a listen.
I think the last reading and the one before it in inflation, the one before it to a lesser extent, do suggest that we are getting back on a disinflationary path. We want to be more confident that inflation is moving sustainably down toward 2% before we start the process of reducing how tight our policy is, of loosening policy.
Powell's comments come days after the latest reading on the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Index excluding volatile food and energy prices, which showed prices rose 2.6% in May, down from 2.8% in April, marking the slowest annual gain in more than 3 years. Inflation is slowing after showing signs of stalling in the first quarter, which had caused Fed officials to look at holding rates higher for longer. Powell says the Fed wants to understand whether the levels the Fed is seeing on inflation are a true reading on what's actually happening with underlying inflation, and reiterated that the Fed can afford to be patient given a strong job market that's gradually cooling. Still, Powell's comments cheered investors looking for rate cuts later this year, with investors pricing in nearly a 60% chance of the first rate cut in September. Today, we will get minutes from the central bank's last policy meeting, though those may be a bit dated because we did not have the latest reading on the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, core PCE, at the time. Guys?
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.